the opener of a new NFL season between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Washington Commanders. Here now to get us started is Logan Cook, and we are underway from FedEx Field. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. A run here for the rookie. It's Brian Robinson. And some room to roam now. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now. What a drive for him to kick off the new season. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
On first down, Howell. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. 28 yards. And the Commanders are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 23. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. A nice little juke. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
One for one. A lot more to go. Kimball Fuller, boy, no problems for him on that play defensively. Really nice tackle for loss.
Well, coaches stress their defense being physical. They don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now Lawrence. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Jaguars. Zay Jones, 58 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successful. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. They'll go play action. Howell taking a shot for Samuel. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So this, the 90th season of Washington football. Of course, here, the first season and first ever regular season game for the Washington Commanders. That name unveiled in a grand reveal back on February 2nd. The franchise opting to keep the burgundy and gold color scheme, adding the striking W logo on each side of the helmet, and a single gold stripe running from front to back. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
That was another good run, and he's having an excellent day. And right now, I don't think his team could have any more confidence in handing him the football.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The slot man in motion right. Powell to the air on 1st and 10. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. DeJuan Smoot getting in there, recording the sack.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Powell slings this deep from McLaurin. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
I certainly felt for Sam Howell watching him fall from a possible 1st-round pick at one point all the way to day 3 of the draft, but it's just extra fuel for a guy now who drew comparisons to some of the league's most fiery competitors at quarterback. When he gets into a tough spot, Howell knows how to create and make some impressive reads and also some impressive runs, and I think that's how he'll succeed as an NFL quarterback.
Let's go, defense. Our time.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking and finding Thomas in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Commanders have moved out in front. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 19 yards there on the catch and run. One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Going deep downfield for Ross. This is caught at the 20. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And he is was met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Lawrence will throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take over here up near the 40. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 82 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Off play action. It's Howell. Flush to his right. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Mike 42. Mike 42. Check. Mike 42. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Howell, another throw on 2nd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. And he finds McLaurin. Touchdown! Terry McLaurin. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Commanders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now 21-7. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. From the 17, Howell. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
Mike check 33.
Here's Howell. Now the ball comes loose, and the Jags grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
Following the fumble recovery, Lawrence. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
On second down, a run with Etienne. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Jaguars. John Ross, 77 yards. And the Jags have cut it back within a score. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Taken at the goal line. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. And a heck of a return as he goes out of bounds across the 50 inside the 45.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game. For here's where the breaks are made. It's the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Now they go play action with Howell. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Deebo Samuel, 43 yards. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Here's Lawrence to throw. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, it's Lawrence. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. Oh, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
First down, how to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Howell taking a shot for Samuel. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Lawrence. He's going to wind up and air it out. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And the Commanders will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They start on the ground with Robinson here. We'll get this up to about the 44. Trayvon Walker makes the tackle. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17. Into the red zone, first down. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now Lawrence on first down. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On first down, Lawrence escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, They've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Lawrence going to throw again. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as he'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
Come on, set.
Going for it, here's Etienne. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. This is caught. It's Kirk. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Flush to his right. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Lawrence. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From near the goal line, here's Howell. Under pressure and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now here's Ross. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with Lawrence's arm, they may give him a shot to let this thing rip downfield. We'll see. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a third down. On third down, Lawrence. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Faking the handoff, Howell. And this is taken in at the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Robinson diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
The extra point by Sly is up and good, and that will make this a 19-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Here's Lawrence. Pass over the middle tipped, but he still brings it in. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Lawrence to throw. Flushed out right. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. Lawrence. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Lawrence going to get this to Etienne. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Handoff running left is Etienne. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Another tote for Etienne. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Jamin Davis.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And the Commanders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
Powell throwing on 1st down here.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And this is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns.
And the Commanders are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that would bump the lead up to 26. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
3rd and 2, now Lawrence.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
ETN up the middle. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
Add this gain to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
On the ready.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
Over the middle, he's got his tight end, Ingram. Touchdown, Jaguars! Evan Ingram, a 14-yard touchdown.
And the Jaguars get a bit closer. Well, this opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but, yeah, that touchdown, maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there. Maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. But they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Now Howell. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. And Howell will throw it. Taking a shot for Samuel. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Andre Cisco. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning through 20.
There he goes, right side. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown. Evan Ingram, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jaguars have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. So from back deep in their own territory all the way into the end zone, do you think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also show that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance, because the normal call is take care of the football, run it, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And this is going to be a Commanders first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. This time they'll throw it with Howell.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Dwayne Smoot getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
An assortment of sacks in this game. This one the product of a good jump and terrific effort. Moves quickly off the snap of the ball. Doesn't let up until he's in the backfield and impacting the quarterback.
After the sack on first down, Howell buying time to his left. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. It's a gain of 35.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
Out of the gun, it's Howell.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. Dwayne Smoot. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part, he's played well in between being dumped on his back. But every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
164 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Throwing here, Howell.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
And the Jaguars are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Eluding the pressure right. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Dwayne Smoot able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week 1, and one of our early window games here in week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between week 1 and week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of the season.
So for Washington,
that'll be a happy locker room as they start the season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis Colts. And for Charles Davis and our entire
Yeah. Turn me up. Yeah. Hey, check it. Okay, I feel unstoppable. Losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. You ain't made it till you got stylists go out and shop for you. You ain't made it till they put on top of you. Parading through the city, the whole block come out for you. We just getting started, y'all finna see what we bout to do. Boy, stop, you ain't here, I'm the real truth. Hunters, real blues, strips on them still new. Shopping at Dover Street, I'm dripping like mildew. They say you don't visit the hood, dog, I still do. A real one, only difference, my bill's bigger. I'm still with ya, I just got rich a little quicker. The same man, God handed me his game plan. I ain't perfect, far from it, what can I say, man? I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. It felt like yesterday, I was just driving my grandma's Chevrolet. From South Carolina to Maryland, I take the jet today. I'm still on the come up, I'm still building my resume. I still got a lot to prove, but still I'm heavyweight. I still gotta watch my moves. They tried to defamate my character, but I won't let them. It's always checkmate. I'm still screaming, the world hope she. Mother Nature's my first shorty, watch how I go ballistic and I'm so terrific. Accounts is copacetic, I don't need